Hey folks, how's it going? Thank you for coming back and checking out this. We're going back to the AI videos. I know last video was like super ISD. You can go check it out. It was interesting about Addy, but we're gonna go back to AI because this market is exploding. There's a bunch of apps. I mean, I already checked out about 4 or 5 of them, and there are probably another 15 or 20 that have popped out, and I'm not even touching the surface. So right now, this 4 apps, I'm kind of testing them real quick, kind of getting into them and see what the promise is and what it is. If it doesn't add up to the capacity that we have shown already with Flicky or NVIDIA AI, then they're out. I'm not even looking at them, right? So that's going to help you out so you can filter some things out. And so, one last thing tomorrow. Today is May 2nd, right? So tomorrow I'm in Ice Spring Days 24, and as a conference, annual conference online. Is free, and I'm going to be talking about LMS social learning strategies. Check the links in the description because it happens also here on YouTube, and it's free. Cool. So let's get into this AI video apps.
Core praxis.
All right, guys. So here we are. I got into Vidnoz. I think it's a Vidnoz AI, and cool stuff. They have avatars, which I didn't kind of catch from their front page. But the cool thing is they got avatars, they got templates, just like Synthesia does, just like um, Flicky, for example, does, right? So interesting to see what the differences are here. But the cool thing is, I love this UI guided demonstration first. I think this is one of the first apps that kind of does it. There's a few others, but in my experience, it's kind of been this. So, it gives you that quick tutorial like, hey, create it with a template, move along, here are your avatars, that type of stuff. And then it also does the image talking. So this is combining the capabilities of Hagen, which I showed before. And you can check out that video. And so it's combining the capabilities of Hagen where you can upload a picture. And this is a very cool thing for e-learning, for example. You generate an image on AI and bring it to life with this. And then we have the last thing. Okay, go ahead and create a video. Cool. So that's the customization stuff. This is the setup. I'm looking at that here. All right. And we got some sources there. Let's see elements from free pick. So great things about these apps. They're connecting with all this through APIs. They're connecting through all those royalty free stuff that you will, libraries that you will reach out. So imagine your workflow getting a lot better today because you don't have to go to 4 different apps and download to your computer and do that. This is now one place, boom, bring it in, get it done. For example, if I was going to do something, oh, this is cool. Check this out. So 7-day login rewards, today's reward, extra minutes, and I guess you watch a video and that happens. So, or claim it. So I got 3 extra minutes. But cool thing is you get these templates. For example, the news today. That's a great way to start a course. And before in Storyline or somewhere else, you have to go find a template or you have to go create it yourself. Now here, boom, you get it done and it's quick. So I'm liking it thus far. It appears to be translation capabilities. We're gonna take a look at that. Voice voice cloning, which is free under the free plan. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to them and get the VIP plan to see what we can do with that as well, because we got to look at pricing. All right, so here we're looking at iTubo, AI Tubo, or I guess YouTube, but for AI, I don't know. But anyway, this is a pretty cool app. It's got a ton of capabilities. It is initially quote unquote free, but you notice there will be some credits over to the left that as you start using stuff, then it happens. So what I did here is imagine you're doing sort of a like anti-sexual harassment sort of campaign, sort of a confidence score, compliance course, and I gave it a prompt and I kind of reverse sort of like the typical stuff, right? So instead of a man accosting a woman. The woman is being inappropriate, stuff like that. And so I gave it some specific instructions, such as the dress she was wearing, and the two were walking down the office, and look what it generated. Pretty awesome, realistic images. So I don't know the rest here, but I'll probably come back and dive a little more. Got to spend some money because apparently you can generate video. It generates video motion out of the still images that it's giving you. So sort of like the workflow, it gives you the image and saying, "Hey, cool, you asked me to put this together. Does it look good?" And then once you approve that, then you can go ahead and generate the actual motion, the video motion. There are some very cool examples if you go to the website, so check the links in the description. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at Colossian. So Colossian is one of those apps that I think is targeting L&D. I heard from a buddy of mine, Jason Demois, about them, and so he's told me a couple of times to look at them. So okay, so here we are, and I'm looking at them. The first thing I can tell you that I don't like about Colossian is this whole book a demo thing, because it's the old school L&D sales format, which is like, okay, let me talk to your sales. Let our sales guys talk to you so we can swindle you to coming in here, because um, we're just gonna paint. We're going to control what is it you see and how you see it, and this doesn't work. I can already tell that the avatar is not that good. If you look at it, I mean, yeah, it's an avatar. It's just, I mean, Synthesia has been doing this for already a game, so there's not much of a change here in terms of innovation. You can select a different avatar. It does look kind of clean. And then, what should your avatar say? Here we got some. Let's see, learning and training. So in order to kind of like check it out, I'm not even getting an option to type in. So there's no free plan. Um, there's no free plan, and it's $19 for the starter, and that's on the annual thing. So if you go monthly, it's 27. So again, you can start a trial. Okay, so apparently there is a trial. How long is this trial? No idea, but let's check it out real quick. All right, so you get in there, you can actually play with it. All right, cool. So I take this back. I take my comments back about trials, but let's see what's up. So we start from here. There's the creator. All right, and there's yeah. So there's a little bit of a tour from him, and then you got the avatar there. So if we look at the top interface wise, pretty much kind of like the same things that we see on the others. The avatars, the specific selection of avatars. Let's say we change the avatars. Okay, what I can say is the avatars, they look a little cleaner in a sense, but they also may look. I just want to see the performance of them when you actually get them to say something. So you got the same sort of format of creation of UI that you have in Synthesia.
We'll answer the big questions like, how real can we look? Which app has the most avatars? And language capabilities too.
And that you have in Fleeky, I think, is better really in terms of the UI, and you can check the video. I'll put it in the description, and we could pop it up here again, I guess. So yeah, switch between full body. So this is sort of like the Synthesia game where you can put them in a bubble, full body or shoulder, and then when we got that, we have to generate a voice. But all right, so as we're seeing here, again, um, pretty much kind of like this is pretty basic. I'm not seeing anything too crazy. I'm not seeing any innovation, technically speaking. It's basically another flavor of Synthesia. And you have the pronunciation markers, you have the English stuff, the translation stuff. Synthesia does all of this. There are two in the market, and I think there are two that are going to L&D. So let's move on and check out the next thing. So one of the next things I'm looking at is Krikey, and Krikey seems to have been sort of targeted for educators, but it does have some interesting things that I guess could apply for e-learning. One is the avatar creation and the changing avatars. customization of the avatars. So you have avatars here. They do give you somewhat of a they give you a credit, like a starting credits. And this kind of, if you remember, I don't know if you remember my old channel, my Styler channel, I did some videos on a software called Movie Storm. And pretty much kind of like the same, this is Movie Storm on steroids and on the cloud. So no installs. So the cool thing is you have the ability to customize. Here's the interface. Interface is really nice. It's kind of very friendly and very robust. If you look over to the left, text, color filters, and then text. The only drawback that we have for Krikey, I think, if I recall correctly, let me check real quick. American. Yeah, so it's using the same crappy voices that Storyline uses. They're just the AWS stuff. So it's it's the AWS stuff. The Amazon Web Server stuff, the Amazon Poly stuff. So yeah, it doesn't have neural voices. So for that, it's like I'm not even looking at that, because once you try Flicky, you got neural voices, you got all that stuff. AI and video AI, same thing. So right now, those are the two top apps. But I'm waiting for via Vidnoz to come around. Vidnoz looks very, very promising, and they're gonna give me this VIP account. So AI and the free plan, nothing there. So Vidnoz has all the templates as I was showing you before, and it's got the videos and the voice cloning and all that good stuff. So storage to check out your creations, and then some AI tools. And the cool thing here, this is kind of like the magic tools in CapCut, which is kind of cool. So
voice changer that comes from CapCut, face swapper. That's got to be super cool. I've got to try that one out.
AI talking photo, so the photo characters, I was mentioning that, cartoon generators, and although that kind of stuff is kind of like, all right, whatever. And then the AI headshot generator, so to create your LinkedIn profile pictures. So that sounds pretty interesting. And well, I'm not gonna do. That's gonna be the next video when I do the review of Vidnoz AI. Hey friend, my full course on Beyond is in copraxis.com.